Right now I'm walking through Frankfurt, Germany airport. I had to take a red-eye flight here. I'm here for 1 week on a business trip. Here's some, walking through a duty-free shop. There's some nice expensive bottles of wine here. I couldn't tell the difference between that and a $30 bottle. But yeah, so I flew here taking the German airline Lufthansa. Flew business class, which is a really nice accommodation. Right after this video I'll show you what they have. They have your own little personal space. Your seats go into a full bed. Executive chef, open bar. So it's really nice accommodations. Oh look, here's my buddy Albert Einstein. Say hi to each other. But yeah, the flight here got me thinking about an important life lesson. Before the planes take off, they have the flight attendants go through the pre-flight routine, and one of the things that they talk about is in the event of an emergency, when the air masks come down, the very first thing you should do is put that air mask on yourself, make sure you're safe and secured, and then you could help others. I think the same thing we should remember in life. We can't love anyone unless we love ourselves. We can't help anyone unless we're able to help ourselves. We're not able to offer help to people in the form of money unless we've secured our financial situation. If we don't have the health and the vitality and the energy that we need, we can't help people. And in order to help people and do all of that, we really have to focus on ourselves and making sure that we're focusing on improving our lives, personal development. And you know, I get it, that's hard. You know, it's not easy to put yourself in an uncomfortable or foreign situation. There's people get uncomfortable in the situation where they're learning something new, but let's remind ourselves of a few things first. Things are always difficult before they're easy. New experiences are always uncomfortable before they're comfortable. And that's how we grow, that's how we learn. The problem is if we let that fear shy us away from doing what we need to, we're going to live a life that we're not happy with, and we're going to let the feeling of comfort surpass and trump what we really need to do, which is constantly grow and learn. But again, we can't constantly grow and learn unless we go through some challenging times. So it's this cyclical effect. It goes in circles. So all in all, what am I getting at? I'm basically getting at the fact that let's remember to stay focused on following our dreams, following our passions. Know that tough times are ahead, but the sun will rise the next day, and those times shall pass if we stay focused and if we stay committed. So this is what I encourage you all to do, and remember what you're doing in the journey in your life or whatever it is you're pursuing. So I hope you can take this to heart and take this into your own life. Until next time, I wish you well, and we'll talk soon. It's called the Moxie Hotel. It's in Frankfurt, and I've stayed quite a lot at different places in Germany, in Europe, and it's definitely one of the more interesting ones. So they're going for a more modern look. The lobby and all that is really different, not typical to the other hotels that may be a bit more conservative, and I don't know how to describe it. A small bathroom, but that's pretty customary in Europe. Shower. Interesting thing is there is no closet. This is it. We'll start hanging all my stuff on that grid, metal grid thing. There's no desk. I'm fortunate enough to at least have a queen-size bed instead of a twin bed. But yeah, this is pretty much it. This is on average about 190 euros a night. So that's well over 200 US dollars a night. So I thought it was interesting. So I'm here in an area of Frankfurt where I'm spending a week on business. A little bit more about that in a moment. Just do a quick pan here of where I'm at. It's really a pretty area. They've got some old structures,
some businesses, some Western type shops, like there's a Starbucks over there, McDonald's. They got some clothing stores on the other side of me, and down here there's some local restaurants, pubs, local foods, etc. Looks like an old church down at the end there. It's a really pretty area here. Look at that, that's Esprit. I didn't think Esprit still existed. But yeah, so I work for a German company, and I've been doing this for 3.5 years. I work in their technology area, and I'm responsible to oversee and lead large-scale global projects, multi-million-dollar projects that deal with implementing new technology and software to help the company operate more efficiently. Here's a slightly disturbing statue. Not really sure what's going on there. But yeah, so I get to travel at least once every month and a half for a week or two. I've traveled all around Europe to countries like Brussels, Switzerland, Germany quite often, and with all the other jobs I've had in my career, traveled to over 30 countries, which I value so much. It's so important to get proper perspective on cultures and different areas of the world, which are very different than where we live and what we're used to. So it definitely helps expand your personality and your appreciation on life and so on. But more about my company. My company has been around, and they just celebrated 350 years old. I repeat, 350, that's correct. It's a family-owned business. They own 70% of the corporation. It's a $15 billion company, and a little over 50,000 employees. The company itself actually does quite a lot. They produce water purification systems. They have a company that supplies all the things that researchers need in their labs. They have a performance materials business that builds things like pixels that you find, pixel technology, OLED technology that you find in your computers, your cell phones, your TVs. They also are in the healthcare business where they make drugs to help human life, fertility for women, etc. So a really interesting company, and really large legacy. You know, this company is overseen by a board that's family owned, as I said, and these guys think in terms of family generations, not the next quarter for the financial statements, the next quarter or year. It's generations. But anyway, what I wanted to highlight here is that anytime I travel, I'm always appreciative of the people I get to meet and the cultures I'm able to experience. Do a quick pan here. It's a pretty cool area. You see they have some Western influences with some of the shops. This is a mall. Check that out. Oh wow, look at that up there. It's cool architecture. It's like a funnel. But yeah, anyway, I think it's so important to have an opportunity to travel. I've had the benefit of being able to travel a lot with my jobs and them paying for that. But we should all keep that into perspective, that, you know, our surroundings, where we grow up, what we're used to isn't always the most common idea, and may not be the most common perception. And I think unless we broaden our horizons and appreciate those that live in other parts of the world and are open to new ideas, it really helps expand our personalities and helps us all become better people. So hope that helps. There's some things for you to think about, and hope you get a chance to consider how you can travel. This is one of my goals for each year, is to find ways to travel either on my own with my family or take opportunities to travel with work. So that's about it. Take care. Talk to you soon.